stop scrolling. Stop scrolling right now, because BetaFPV have just sent me this. This is the Aquila kit. Now, you might be sat there thinking, you're an idiot. You've already reviewed this. And I have, but I also haven't, because I'm not going to go into details about who, where, what, why is in the box and stuff, because if you go to the other Aquila video, which I'm going to link there somewhere, everything that you get in this kit is exactly the same, apart from two things. And that's really important. Even the radio is exactly the same. So if you need a spare radio, I've got a spare radio here. First person to comment and get 100 likes can have this radio. Okay, so it's ELRS, by the way. This is the Aquila 20 by BetaFPV. And again, you're all sat there thinking you're an idiot. You've done this already. This is the digital version. Whoa, what do you mean digital version? Since when did BetaFPV have a digital version of the Aquila? Well, about today, to be honest. No, I think it was last week. Okay, now I don't have a script for this because I am so hyped that this thing is so good. Now, I've done a little bit of digging and I think I've got some answers as to what it is and where it comes from. But if this video gets 10,000 views, I will rip this drone apart and I will take the VTX and camera out and I'll put it in something else. So get sharing. Right, let's have a look at what we're dealing with here. So the system that I've been told that is inside this, the digital system, is called ArtLink. Now, I believe in my heart of hearts that it's very closely linked to the Caddx Ascent system. And I'm going to explain a few reasons why as we go through this video. A few other points I need to make is I contacted my contact at BetaFPV as soon as I'd flown this kit. And I said to them, guys, listen, this is good. This is good. This is, if this can be anywhere near the Caddx Ascent price, please release the VTX and camera separately. And I'm allowed to tell you that they're going to do that at the end of December. And they're also going to release a Meteor 75 with this system in it. Okay, I don't know if I can tell you the price of what the system itself will be. But what I can say, I hope, well, we'll find out when this video goes live. And if I can't say it, soz. But what I will say is Caddx need to be really, really worried for a few reasons, price being one of them. I'm going to cut to some footage and stuff, whether I overlay it while I'm talking or what, I don't know. That's how hyped I am. I've not got a script. I've not got any. I'm going completely off script for this one because I think it's that good. Now, I'll go and grab the goggles in a second and I'll show you some details of the goggles. This is my Caddx Ascent version. This is my BetaFPV version. We're going to do a video, hopefully when it stops raining, of a comparison of the two. But there's a few differences between them. They've used the same chipset. I know that for a fact. Or they use part of the same chipset. I know that for a fact because I've been told that by somebody who I probably can't name. However, they're doing something different and I don't quite understand what it is yet. The Caddx system has latency that you can feel, and I made no bones about that when I made the video. I said, look, it's a nice system, it's cheap, it's good for being cheap, but it's not good, it's just good for being cheap. And the quality of the video, it is what it is. I also said there's no DVR on board. Caddx did actually contact me today and say, well, yes, we've seen your video and there is no DVR on board because of the price. I said, I know, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting everybody know because my job as a reviewer is to let you guys know what you're actually buying. So Caddx, I hope you're not too offended. I wasn't slagging the product off. I wasn't doing it down. I was just explaining to people what they're actually buying. That's all. You can feel the latency. The picture isn't very good. This is different. Now, I'm going to be very careful with the rhetoric I use and how I put my words across here. I flew this for the first time ever after I'd flown a DJI O4 Pro drone, and I could not tell any difference in the latency. What's really weird is BetaFPV say that the latency on this is 60 milliseconds, which is unflyable. You can't fly 60 milliseconds, especially not with the shit I do. There's no way it's 60 milliseconds. But then Caddx say theirs is 32 milliseconds in the goggles and there's no way theirs is 32 milliseconds. So I don't know what the truth is. I don't know where it really lies. And I'm not saying this is as good as the DJI O4 Pro. Far from it. It's a completely different system at a completely different budget. Trust me, you're going to want to know what the price is. I just can't tell you. I'm going to ask my contact whilst I'm recording this video. In fact, stay there. Okay, just checking in. Just checking. I'm currently recording the video now. Can I say the approximate price of the VTX and camera system? And then if I just hide that, you'll see that I've just literally sent that now. So I'll let you know as soon as you reply. I suspect this video may be out before I get a reply because I think they've left the offices for the day now in China. I think it's evening in China. Right, okay, this is good. The latency is brilliant. The picture quality, I put a couple of shorts up on Tuesday and I said to people, do you think the picture quality of this looks better than what the Ascent looks like? And everybody said yes. I did get one person who I suspect is a Caddx employee because they replied just before I got a DM off Caddx saying, yes, but we've tested the Caddx system and it's lower latency. It's not. That's horseshit. I don't know what BetaFPV have done. We'll find out at some point, I'm sure. I'm quite happy to rip this apart, and 10,000 views would put this VTX in a different drone, and we'll also show you exactly what it is. I'm really, really excited about the future of FPV because if they can do this in the VTX models at the price that this is, can I say it's a game changer? I've said that so many times. The game has changed. There you go. I've changed the word. The game has changed. We'll have a look at some more details of this actual product. We'll cut to some flight footage if I haven't already done that. And then we'll come back here for some more hyped outros. Let's go. I'm back and I've got the stuff and now I'm in focus. Okay. So you get the traditional BetaFPV case with it. You also get inside here batteries. You get 2 batteries, you get a charger, you get spare props and a connector, you get a USB, you get a screwdriver and a prop removal tool, you get a gimbal protector for your controller, you get this controller, and you can actually get this controller. The first comment to get 100 likes will get this controller and I'll send it to you and I'll pay for it. And you get a proprietary charger for the drone as well. You also get the drone, of course. But the other thing that you get is a digital set of goggles. Yes, I know, another pair of goggles. I get it, I do. But I think this system has got something, I really do. So, first of all, let's have a look around here. So you've got like a DJI style head strap. And in here, you've got 2 18650s, which are supplied by BetaFPV, might I add. So you don't actually need to buy your own 18650s for the goggles, which is brilliant. You then turn the goggles on, press it very similar to a DJI. So you, did I turn it on? And then let me just try and get you a little. You've got obviously your menus, your SD card goes in there, you've got a flashing light on the front, you've got an antenna there, you've got a plug there, you've got a record button there, you need to press record. There was an idiot yesterday at the field, I don't know what his name was, but he flew half a pack and forgot to press record. And those are the goggles. Now, I'm not a massive fan of the faceplate of them. I'm sure eventually, because they're just Velcro, we can get a decent one to replace it. So there are going to be shortcomings with the system at this price. And let's talk about them, because it's only fair that if I spoke about one, I need to speak about the other. And ultimately, the shortcomings are as simple as we don't have an onboard DVR, so everything is recorded in your goggles. If you lose signal, if you get a bad signal, you're going to get a bad picture. It's just the way it is. But at this price point, that's what you sort of come to expect. The Ascent is the same, the HD0 is the same, and that's a lot more expensive, and analog is the same. That's just what you're dealing with. There's no stability with the recordings, but again, there's nothing like that on HD0, analog, or Ascent. Picture quality, everybody has agreed. And I didn't lead anybody, I just put it up and I just said, what do you think of this picture quality? Is it better than Ascent? And everybody has said, yeah, it is. So there you go. There's your answer to that. The picture quality is better. Is the picture quality better than DJI? No, absolutely not. Is it better than HD0? It depends what you like. I think it personally is, but it depends what you like. We did a semi-range test and we flew it all the way to the other end of the rugby field before turning around. There was no breakup and there was no latency. So again, it seems to have a better range and a better penetration penetration. There was, I think, one or maybe even two bits where the image, once where it froze for a fraction of a second, and then another where it stuttered a little bit. But generally speaking, there was very little there. It was almost like it was repairing itself, similar to DJI. I'm sure that's not what's happening, just for clarification, but it just felt a little bit similar in that respect. So there's good and there's bad, but at this price point that I'm not yet allowed to say because I've not had a reply from that text message, but at this price point, it's pretty damn good. It really is. I think it's better than Ascent. I think the quality of the image is better. The latency is better. It's not as good as your expensive systems, but it's never meant to be as good as the expensive systems. This is going to be a budget system for smaller drones. Now, the fact that they're using the same system as the Caddx system does suggest that maybe, possibly, who knows, but maybe they will be able to release an off-the-shelf VRX for it as well, saving you having to buy yet another pair of goggles. But overall, I'm really super hyped and impressed by it. If you've got any questions whatsoever, please do drop them in the comments down below. There is going to be a link down below. It is an affiliate link. It will help the channel. It won't cost you any extra. If you want to use it, that would be great. But if you don't want to use it, not to worry, because I'm a pilot first and a YouTuber second, and I'm just here to bring you all this new cool kit and have a bit of a laugh and a vibe with you guys. That's what this channel is all about at the end of the day. Any questions whatsoever, drop them in the comments down below. The first comment to reach over 100 likes will get yourself the radio that I can't actually put my hands on at the minute. Until next time, you've all been legends. Peace! YouTube and I have had a chat, and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most, so watch it and let me know if they're right.